Hello everybody and welcome. I'm son of Mowgef. It's Wednesday, which means species. It's actually quite late in the day. It's gone 5 PM here. I've had a lot going on today, so I'm recording really late compared to how I normally like to record. So with all my waffle out of the way, let's go ahead and get back to the Ark. Did it crash? It crashed immediately. Alright. Hang on a minute. Let's get that back up and rocking. Oh, experimental builds. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. There we go. Right, we're back where we were. All I did was load it up and pause it, so nothing much has changed. Let's have a look, see where we were from last week. Do a little recap here. Wow, there's actually a lot going on here. Look at all this. The snakes are doing really very well. Bears are extinct by the look of it. What's this? The pigs are extinct. The wolves are extinct. Oh look, they became stripy at some point. The ostriches are on their way out by the look of it. The giraffes are also extinct. Frogs are doing super well. I tried to zoom the clade diagram in with the scroll wheel. It didn't work. Penguins aren't doing too badly. The horses have got multiple species. There's still that weird bug in this where certain animals, like offspring, look like other animals in the tree. Oh, look. There's lots of speciation going on. The population has been climbing. I'm going to go ahead and put it on a high speed, and if it doesn't crash, we'll see how things go. Yeah, look at this. Uh-oh. We're losing species fairly rapidly. Wow, that was a big bump in population followed by a big reduction in population. That's really interesting. I'm going to have a look at the clade diagram. Oh god, again, the autosave on this is so freaky. Snakes have developed like these little legs, which is somewhat terrifying. Frogs have still got this weird thing going on with their eyes. Penguins, it looks like the penguins have moved their eyes to the back of their heads. Again, somewhat terrifying. Oh, did something just go extinct there? Looks like the horses are not doing very well. Down to 5 species now. I'm just going to leave it like this for a while and keep my eye on it. See how things go. There seems to be a lot of snakes all of a sudden. Doesn't there? Averages. Yeah, there's, I mean, oh my god, the music scared the goddamn hell out of me. What was I doing? Yeah, I was looking at the snakes. They're hot-blooded snakes, which is not how I think snakes work, but there's over 100 of them now. Oh, we're right down to 4 species. Holy hell. Oh my god, the music. I muted it last week, so I didn't have an issue. We've got a lot of snakes and a hell of a lot of frogs. The horses look like sheep now. If you notice, they've got short stubby legs and huge bodies. There's only 2 of them. There's only 1 penguin left as well. But it looks like the frogs and the snakes are kind of ruling the roost right now. Although the frogs are the dominant species. The population is climbing so rapidly. Now that they've found their, like, the different species are finding their niche in the environment. Oh, that's... Apparently that's a mutant penguin. Yeah, there's only one of them, so if it doesn't breed sometime soon, they're going to go extinct as well. Aw, poor penguins. Same goes for the... can I continue to call these horses that they look pretty much like sheep at this point? What is that on its head? Is that an extra horn? Kind of hard to tell. It might be a horn. Oh my god. There are so many frogs now. Oh my god. The vast majority of creatures on the island are frogs. Oh, I think it just crashed again. Why did it do that? Alright, let's get this loaded back up. Okay. From the last autosave, we've got 2 species now. It's just the frogs and the snakes. So these are carnivorous amphibious carnivore. They're carnivores. They're amphibious. Oh, I forget how to talk sometimes. Have a look. Their attack damage for these frogs are like massive compared to, well, the only other thing alive are the snakes. 157 compared to, what, 29, just below 30? It looks like the snakes aren't going to be around for much longer. Can I speed this up without it crapping out on me? I tried to think of another way to say that. Without it crashing, I could have just said, can I speed it up without it crashing? But no, I had to use that particular phraseology, didn't I? God, there's a lot going on here. Look at all this. They seem to congregate round the edges of the map. There's not a lot going on in the middle. There's a group of snakes here. What is this guy? Oh, he's dead. Hang on a minute. Some of these snakes look completely different. Whoa. It changed. Yeah, they've got legs and whatnot now. Oh, God. I guess they're not really snakes anymore. They're more like lizards, aren't they? But most of the activity is like on the beaches. There's a bunch of stuff going on down here. So if this was an actual arc as the story goes, it'd be a bit of a disaster. You imagine, like, when the water levels go down, you know, the whole world's been flooded for a year, and I think it was about a year from the story that everything was underwater. Noah gets off his ark, and there's just a bunch of frogs and snakes. He's like, the world would look very different. My God. Yeah, look, the snakes now have legs. The frogs are largely unchanged. Their back legs are a lot smaller than they were, and they've lost their eyes pretty much entirely, but I think I mentioned in the last video, that's something this game likes to do, is to get rid of the eyes from creatures. So what have we lost? We lost the bears, the wolves, the pigs, the ostriches, the horses, the goats, the penguins. I don't know if I mentioned that already. We lost pretty much everything. The giraffes. I actually don't remember all the things that we had on the arc at the beginning, but we're just down to mutant snakes and frogs. Just normal fairly normal, everyday, regular frogs. The snakes are definitely mutant snakes. They have legs. Although they're still very snake looking. I'm tempted to let this run for a little while, like I did in my other videos, and I'll come back to it in like 5 minutes or so and just see what's happening with them. Let's have a look. Let me click a creature. What generation are we on? We're on 33 there and 45 there. So I guess when this gets up to, say, 75, I'll bring you guys back and we'll have a look to see how things have changed. Because I took things nice and slow in the last episode. I mostly kept things on the regular one-time speed. So when things changed, we could catch it right away. But I think this time, we're going to speed things up, go a little faster, and just see how it goes. I'll bring you guys back soon. Alright, this has been an interesting time since I last had you guys with me. As you can see, the population has skyrocketed. It actually hit the creature cap and stayed there for quite a long time. Excuse me. Damn seasonal allergies playing havoc. So yeah, we've had a speciation. There was actually a lot, but they mostly died off. Let's have a look to see what we've got. Look. The snakes actually have legs and feet as well now, but lost their tails. They're amphibious carnivores. And these are ducks for some reason. Why would I say that? That's ridiculous, son of Mowgef. Frogs have gone... well, I mean, look at them. Look, they're losing their legs almost entirely. They've still got their big froggy feet. They're herbivorous amphibians. So there's that. We've got... oh, let me just use the other view to avoid that weird glitchy thing. There's like the vast majority of the population of the Ark at the moment are these frogs. Over 1,000. Over 1,500 in fact. We've only got 1,800 things alive. There are the snakes. They've gone from scaly skinned to broken skinned as well. And we've got, what, one of these. The names. The names are quite interesting. I did that thing that I always do. Wait, what? How many? There's 300 odd of those, so the snakes are still doing quite well. They're still carnivores that haven't evolved differently, which is fantastic. That update really changed things in terms of carnivores versus herbivores. Anytime you had a viable population of carnivores, they just become omnivores and then herbivores. Now they're actually staying carnivores and somewhat thriving, which is fantastic. These damn frogs. These damn frogs. Yeah, they're really making things interesting. The main population of frogs and the main population of snakes are definitely the ones that are dominant on the island, but there is speciation going on. Things are changing slowly over time. I haven't noticed much in the way of fighting. I mentioned several times in the last video, you get these red circles. Like here, when they fight each other. Which there seems to be actually quite a bit going on over here. The snakes are killing the frogs and eating them. What is this thing here? Oh, it's one of the regular frogs. It looks really weird. It's got huge feet and gigantic eyes. What are you? What have you become? Oh, it's dead. It's dead. It became dead. There is like a Royal Rumble going on over here between these legged snakes. These legged tailless snakes and these giant footed big eye froggies. Oh, it's the frogs that are fighting each other. I thought it was the snakes fighting the frogs. I guess the snakes are just hanging out and eating the bodies as they pile up. There's the civil war. This is what this is, a frog civil war. Look at the size of this damn snake creature. It's sleepy. It's just watching the frogs fight each other into extinction. Look at the size of that frog. Oh my god. What's they saying? Yeah, the snake is just watching these frogs like fight each other into extinction, and anytime anything goes near this food supply, they just fight each other to death. That's bizarre. It's like locked in an internal fight pattern because it's creating food and things are coming over for the food. And then they're fighting each other over the food. Look, this snake's like, yeah, I'll have some of this. I don't know what's going on, but I'll have some of it. It's just there gobbling up the food, apparently. Wow. he got bored, he's off. Yes, there's a lot going on here, but I haven't noticed much in the way of fighting in the other areas because I've just been hovering around here for the most part. I said previously that most of the population was on the outskirts, but they have moved inland. You can see things are like developing here. Different species are starting to mix. There's only, there's 3 of them. But they're just offshoots of the same. It's still frogs versus snakes. Sounds like a lame film, doesn't it? It really does. What is going on with this snake that's here? It's got a long, like, stinger type tail. It's got legs and fins and all sorts going on. Once again, son of Mowgef, create something relatively simple that quickly becomes a hideous, hideous creature. An absolute beast. It always happens. It always happens. Anytime I ever create anything, it turns into a monster. Everywhere I look, there's different types of frogs. Look, they're everywhere. The snakes have halved in population recently. That's not good for them, is it, really? The mutant frog... Oh, there's just one of these mutant frogs. I can't remember how many of them were left alive, but they're probably not going to last very long. I didn't mean to click it, although I did. Ultra smooth skin, herbivore, hot-blooded frogs? I'm not sure how frogs work. I'm sure they're not hot-blooded, though. They're dangerous, good walk stamina. Gluttonous, insomniac, they're aggressive, they're promiscuous. What about the other frogs? Gluttonous, aggressive, promiscuous. The snakes have no defining characteristics, apparently, according to their psychology. Broken-skinned carnivores, warm-blooded. It makes me wonder how much longer they're going to survive. Yeah, but I think I'm going to save that for next week. I may leave this running for a while and do an update next week, but for now, I'm going to call that an episode. My species episodes tend to run fairly long, and apparently people don't like that, so I'm going to keep this one a little bit shorter than normal, considering I'm going to have to cut out the crashes and time skipping, things like that. But let me know what you think down in the comments section, along with your comments and criticisms and ideas if you have them. That's what the comment section is for. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please just take a couple of seconds, just on the button. It helps with my channel growth. I'm up to 297 subscribers at the moment, which is fantastic for a little channel like mine. The growth has been amazing recently, so thank you to everybody that did take their time. Just 2 seconds just to click that subscribe button. Love you all, you're awesome. I'm not intending to do anything tomorrow, although I might end up doing something tomorrow, which means I'll see you Friday for more. What have I been doing on Fridays? I forget. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Astroneer. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with Astroneer as well. I've got something I hope will end up being spectacular planned for tomorrow. So, not tomorrow, Friday. So keep that in mind. Yeah, let me know if you've got game suggestions as well. Always throw those up. I've been getting quite a few recently, so maybe I'll try and catch up on those, because, you know, although I always take on board suggestions for games, I don't always have the money to facilitate buying games endlessly, but I'll do my best. If you suggest, I will try to accommodate. So yeah, once again, I'm Son of Mowgef, this is Species, and I'll see you Friday, most likely. Save it, Son of Mowgef, you need to save it.